Excuse the lighting out here. It is dusk. It's almost dark. It is about 9 o'clock right now. And I'm putting this at the beginning of this video to explain what's going on. So my phone is what I use to record all my videos on. And I have 128 gigabytes on my phone. But I record a lot of videos and I don't upload them right away because I don't want to like flood my YouTube with like unboxings and stuff. So I try to space them out. Anyways, I ran out of room on my phone today after I had put together the whole hour-long Whip It Wednesday video. Sorry if I keep looking away from the camera. It's so that I don't fall on my face because I'm walking on a trail. So anyways, so then it said in order to produce the film that I made, which basically means upload it from the app to my camera or my phone, in case you didn't understand what that is. You probably do, but if you didn't, it's taking it from the app onto the phone so that then I can upload it to YouTube. So it said that I had to delete a bunch of stuff in order to get it produced. Well, I have Google Photos, so they had been backed up. It asked if I wanted to free up the space. I said yes, so they are safe and sound over on my Google pictures. However, now I can't produce the video because the pictures that are in the video are no longer on my camera, phone, gallery, whatever. So then I tried to resave them to the gallery, the regular phone gallery, to see if they would just automatically pop back up in the app. They did not. I'm just having a really hard time with it, getting it fixed. And the video, this video on Whip It Wednesday takes me anywhere from 6 to 8 hours to make because it's a lot of gathering photos. It's a lot of putting them in the site, then doing voiceovers. It just takes a long time. Anyways, it is 9 o'clock at night. I do not have the time today to fix this and redo it, basically. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you the video that's coming after me, which is my Whip and Chat that I was putting at the end of the Whip It Wednesday video from all your guys' work in progresses. So you're gonna get the Whip and Chat tonight, but all of the whips that I gathered today will be on next week's Whip It Wednesday. If you posted your whip on my Facebook group for me to put on here today, it will be on next week. But if you get more progress done on that picture you're working on, just resend me that picture next week and I will post the most current version of your whip that I can or that you want me to put on. I so apologize. I'm so frustrated. I was like almost in tears, frustrated trying to fix this tonight, and it just wasn't happening. So in order for me not to pull all my hair out and have a mental breakdown, and besides, you wouldn't get the video anyways till like midnight probably, at least. So, because then it's uploading time and all that. So that's what I'm going to do. So you're going to get the Whip and Chat right now. And then after that, next week will be everybody's whips and anybody else who sends me their whips from, you know, now until then. And if you want to send me your updated version, please feel free to do that. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm also in the process right now of getting a, I'm so bad with technology, I think it's a terabyte space for SD card for my phone so that I don't have this problem like ever again, because I've had this problem numerous times now and it's really frustrating. Sorry, I'm moving the camera back and forth because I have my phone like way held out. My arm is like out like this and my arm is getting tired. So Anyway, so this should not happen again. I apologize. I also am going to start recording and recording and editing my videos the day before that they're supposed to be up on the channel. That way, this kind of last minute thing problem won't be a problem, because I'll have a full 24 hours extra to fix any problem that I might run into. So yeah, I think that that'll be less headache for me, less stress for me. That way you guys are getting the videos that I want you to get and you want to get, and they're there on the right day and everything. So this whip and chat is, oh, sorry. There was a snake that just ran right across me. Not across me, but across the trail. My daughter's gonna be sad she missed that. She absolutely loves snakes. I'm not such a big fan, but they don't bother me. But anyways, not poisonous or anything, don't worry. It's just a bull snake. But anyways, or actually it's probably a garter, because bull snakes actually sound like rattlesnakes. They can be quite scary if you don't know what you're looking at. But anyway, next week they'll be on there. Tomorrow you will still get Throwback Thursday. And so yeah, so I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. And again, I do apologize. I hope you guys have a great day. And even if it is cloudy or dark where you are, make the rest of your night good and keep on shining. Bye, guys. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed the first section of Whip It Wednesday. I am going to work on this beauty here for just a little bit. We'll do a little bit of a whip and chat. I have gotten some messages about people wanting me to do more whip and chats. And to be honest, you guys, I record whip and chats quite often. And then I never use them to make a video, and I never upload them. So, I don't know why. I just, a lot of times I'll make a whip and chat and then I'll be like, man, I really rambled on, or that's not going to be interesting to anybody else. Sorry, I have some beads stuck. I must have spilt them and I didn't even notice. Anyways, you know, I'll get kind of self-conscious for some reason. It's like that, oh, this isn't going to be interesting. I don't know. So, I will, though, try to get more, drill and chat videos to you guys, because I know, you know, I've got quite a few people asking. So, yeah, and today I am, first of all, so yeah, we'll do a little bit of a whip and chat here, not too long though, and then I promise I will get you guys a normal one out there soon. But what I was going to say, so I'm going to work on Blue Zion here for just a little while. Then I am going to show you the other projects that I'm working on. So normally I am a one painting girl. So that I usually have one painting at a time, and that's it. Like, I, you know, slowly work on that one painting till it's done, and then I started a new one. And I have really been that way for most of the time I've been diamond painting. There are occasions I'll have two. I'll have a round one kitted up, and then I mean, a lot of times I have a round and a square kitted up at the same time, and I'll say, oh yeah, I'm going to work on both, but I don't. I usually just end up working on one of them. So, but anyways, I decided after my last one, I finished NOLA, and that one was a 57 by 88, so it was square, so it was, you know, fairly large, took me a good amount of time. I really enjoyed it though, and it turned out amazing. I cannot wait to get that one framed up, and my daughter wants it for her room, but we'll see. So anyways, then I thought, you know, I have done 3 Mandy Manzanos right in a row. They were all good sized pieces. And so I thought, I mean, I took a couple day break, which is really important, you guys. If you've done a big piece, taking 24 hours to just, I mean, you can kit up your next one, but I really recommend taking that at least 24 hours a break, because you don't want to get burnt out, because you know, we enjoy diamond painting and we want to keep enjoying diamond painting. So anyway, so I gave a 2-day break, and on the second day I kitted up my projects. But you know, so like I said, I wanted to go ahead and do a different style, even if it was from Diamond Art Club. I still wanted to do a different artist, and maybe even a different company in between. I have so many Diamond Art Clubs though, you guys, like, it's ridiculous. I need to do a stash for you all. I think I have 25. I don't know. Anyways, so I was gonna do this other piece, but I had promised my daughter I would start Blue Zion. And I promised her last time, my last piece, I would do Blue Zion for her, because she really wants it for some reason, in her room or whatever. She just loves this piece. And I kind of bailed out on her last time. I was like, I got Nola in the mail, and I was like, ooh, honey, I gotta do Nola. Like, she was so beautiful. I couldn't wait to start her. So I told my daughter, I'm like, I promise I'll do Blue Zion next. So then, of course, we had June. We had 4 new release days where 4 paintings came out each time. And I mean, there were some that were absolutely amazing. And I got those, and one of them that I really love is the Mulan one. She is so beautiful, so beautiful. If you have not seen the Mulan unboxing by me or anyone else, seriously, you should go watch it. She is just absolutely gorgeous. Anyways, but I had promised my daughter when they had a Mulan one come out that she could have it, because Mulan is one of her favorite Disney movies, princesses. I don't even know if she's actually a princess. I don't think she is, but either way, she's a Disney character, and my daughter really likes her. My daughter used to be real girly, into all the other princesses and everything, and loved pink and all that stuff. But as she's gotten older, she is definitely more of a tomboy. And I think that, Brave Miranda and Mulan are like kind of her, her thing. Anyways, so I promised when and if they came out with Mulan, she could do it. So it comes out, I get it, and I do the unboxing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so regretting telling her she could have that, because it is just absolutely breathtaking. It's stunning. Anyways, I said, Maddie, this is pretty big. I don't know. And she said, no, Mom, I'm going to do it. I said, okay. I'm like, but if you need any help, I wouldn't mind helping you. It's pretty big. No, Mom, I'm going to do it. So we'll see if I end up getting or having to help, because it is a big one. It's like 125, I think, by 42. I don't know. It's big. Nonetheless, it's big. And so we'll see if she ends up being able to do it all or needs help. But either way, I have other ones that I fell in love with as well that I really wanted to do. Tiana just came out, and she is beautiful, and I love the colors. But I was still planning to do, Blue Zion. But then I was like, I really need to do one from another company, and take a break from Mandy Manzano for at least one painting. And so I told her, I said, I promise you the next Diamond Art Club Mandy Manzano one I do will be Blue Zion, but I really should do a different company this time. And she was like, no, you promised me. So I'm like, I can't break a promise to her, I mean, what kind of example would that be? So what I did though was I decided I'm going to have a few different projects kitted up. That way, I told her I will work, I will do a little each day on Blue Zion, and then I'm also going to have some other ones, though, that I'm going to work on. I said, so she probably won't get done, as fast as I typically do them. Normally, I finish a painting within 1 to 2 weeks. NOLA did take me 24 days because first off, it was a square, and it was the biggest piece I've done so far. So it did take me 24 days to finish that one. But anyways, normally I can finish one within 2 weeks. And I told her, so it might take, a little longer, but I am going to work on it. So she agreed that was okay with her. So I got Blue Zion all kitted up. And I already had one that I had kitted up that I've been taking over to the pool with me when we go, because it is a little bit of a smaller one, and it is one that I wanted to do for my sister because it just, for some reason, it reminded me of these little figurines that she has collected over the years. And so I have been working on that one, but that one's going really slow because, like I said, I'm only working on that one when I go to the pool. I bring it with me and work on it by the pool with the kids in the pool. So, and then, sometimes I'm in there in the pool too, so it's not going very quickly, but that's okay. So I decided I would kit up a few, and I would just kind of play it by ear and kind of just see what I feel like and how it goes. So I have, I started on Femme Fatale Butterfly from Diamond Art Club, and gosh, I can't remember the artist's name. I think it's Patricia something. I'll have to look it up. I will try to remember to look it up and put it right there. But anyways, that one was a small one. I can't remember. It was only like maybe 8 by 12 or 7-9 by 8 something. I don't know. It was really small. It was a square, and so I kitted that one up, but that one had a story and I am going to make a video on this actually, guys, because that one had obviously been sitting on the shelves for some time anyways, because it was in their old packaging, their old box, and I got it, and when I started kitting it up, I don't know what I got some kind of something right here. It looks like fuzz, I don't know. My dang cat keeps trying to not jump. He goes from the counter where my table is, and I'll show you. So the counter is right there, and he will go from here to my table. Sorry, I don't know what I pushed. I think I hit stopped. Anyways, he goes from the counter to my table right on my painting, and it drives me nuts because even though I keep my painting covered when I'm not working on it, they shed, it gets on the table, then it gets on my... Anyways, it just is irritating. But as I was saying, what was I saying, guys? Oh, I was trying to kit up the Femme Fatale Butterfly, and I started trying to kit it up, and I could not even get those drills out of the package. They were so staticky. I have had staticky drills before, never to this extent, ever. I mean, they were just so staticky. I tried all my tricks and nothing worked. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I know the last thing is having to wash them and or put them in rubbing alcohol, and that was like, oh, that's gonna be so much work, and oh, I just didn't want to do it. But I did, and so I figured, hey, this makes a good video nonetheless to show you guys how to deal with super annoying staticky drills. Because if you've had staticky drills before, you know what I'm talking about. It drives me mad. Like, it makes it so unenjoyable to work on the painting because they're like jumping around and you can't pour them out, and when you shake your tray they're like going, it's just annoying. So what I did was, which you'll see in the video, I ended up having to pour the drills into a plastic little like Dixie cup kind of thing, but plastic, because it was plastic, they jumped into the cup rather than stuck to the plastic packaging that they were in. And then they soaked in rubbing alcohol for a little bit, and then got rinsed off and dried out, and then put it into their packaging. And it wasn't as hard or as much work as I originally thought it would be. And it worked like a magic freaking charm. Like, they're like not staticky at all anymore. So I love it, because I was going to do the washing with the dish soap, because that is, you know, from what I've heard, the last step if you can't get them to be not staticky. And I've always been able to do it with a dryer sheet. So I was thinking I was going to have to wash them, and some magic angel on my Facebook group said, you know, if you don't want to wash them, just soak them in rubbing alcohol and then rinse them off, and then that's it. And I was like, oh, that seems way easier. And so I did that, and it worked. So once I got that one kitted up, I started to work on that one. And I was going to go like from that one to Blue Zion to this other one. And it didn't happen. Like, I got so into that one that I finished it within a day and a half. Like I said, you guys, it was small. So I just finished that one, and it turned out really cute. I do have that same particular painting in a different size, and I'm excited to be able to do the other size for you guys so that I can show you really the comparison between how much detail you really do get more detail when it's bigger. And one is square and one is round. Even though Diamond Art Club, I have to say, even though they're small, their small ones still tend to get, you know, a good amount of detail. But anyway, so I finished that one and decided I would work on Blue Zion for a little while, and then I would go to, you know, a different one. I was going to do like a section a day on Blue Zion. But, like always, I started it, and I'm just like so in love with this painting that I have been working on it a lot more than I thought I was going to. But my daughter's happy about that. But I do have some other ones kitted up that I have, you know, done a little bit of work on. And I will do work on that one. I'm not going to just solely work on this one. I'm going to do my best to, you know, do a little each day on the other ones at least. But yeah, I do want to get this one done because I finally got the painting I've been waiting for a long time. Since the second I saw it, I wasn't able to get it at that time. And then when I was able to go and get it, it was out of stock, and I was so sad. And it was out of stock for a long time. Then I get an email that says that it's back in stock. So I run over to the site, and it's out of stock already. And I'm like, what? You know, I had unfortunately not seen the email right away. I didn't get the email for 2 days, and it had already sold out. And I was so disappointed. And because, like I said, I've been waiting for months for this one. Well, a little while went by, and I happened to be holding my phone, and I got this notification that I had gotten a new email from Diamond Art Club that the I Miss You piece is back. And I like flipped out. Anyways, I didn't get another email about like that it was on its way or you know, they had shipped it or anything. And then I was out walking the dog on Saturday and I got an email and I'm like, oh, they might have shipped it or something. Well, no, it was already about to be delivered. I was so excited that I like sped walked home. I mean, I was already going pretty fast because that's my workout. But I like went even faster because it said it was out for delivery. Well, I know that my USPS mailman guy, if the box is too big to fit in our package box, he will drop it at your door first thing in the morning. So I knew that it was going to be there. And so I got home and it was there and I was super excited. I did my unboxing like right away because my kids were at my mom's house. And you know, one of my dogs was with them, so I just jumped on and like I did the video, and I was so tempted to start that one and kit it up and just go with it, but you know, I told my daughter that it came, and because she knew how long I had been waiting for it, and she was, you know, happy for me, but she's like, Mom, you have to do Blue Zion. You have to. You promised. So I very reluctantly put it back in its box, put it in my little stash room, and it'll be the next Mandy's painting that I do for sure, but so anyways, I'm doing this one, but I do enjoy this one. I really like this one, and it does definitely remind me of Avatar, the movie, and that was one of my favorite movies. I absolutely love it. I think it is my favorite movie I saw in 3D because I saw it in 3D. It was, shoot, let's see, 6 years ago, I think, about. So 3D wasn't like super common yet like it is now. So me, my dad, and my husband went to see it. And it was so beautiful. If you guys have seen the movie, you already know it's a beautiful, beautiful movie. But in 3D, all of the flowers are just, they're so pretty. Everything about that movie was amazing in 3D. I own it, and I still like it in DVD. I have watched it many times, and so when I saw this one, yeah, it definitely reminded me of Avatar, the movie. So I got it, and was going to start it a long time ago, but I kept just having other things, and y'all know how it is, like when you get a piece that you just love so much, and it is so hard to put it, you know, in your stash area because you already have one going that you know you have to finish first or you never will. And so yeah, the struggle is real, you guys. I have so many flippin' diamond paintings, it's ridiculous. But anyways, I don't think this one is gonna take me too entirely long. It is a round, obviously, as you can see, and it's only 55 by 55. So I mean, it's a good size painting, you know, don't get me wrong, it's a good size painting, but it's not tiny. And so it won't, I mean, it's not huge, sorry. It's not huge. So I don't think it'll take me that long, especially since I'm like enjoying working on it so much that I've been working on it more than I thought I would be. But I do have some other ones that I am working on that I'm going to show you at the end of this little chat session. So yeah, anyways, there we go. Okay. I spilled some here And I'm trying to, instead of like picking them up and putting them back in my area, I'm trying to use them because I'm sure you guys know when you spill them, they get the glue kind of on them. Then you put them in back with your other diamonds, and then you can get them where they stick together. And that can be kind of a nuisance. So if I have a place to put them in the area I'm working on, I will just move them from, you know, being spilt on my canvas to where they should go. So yeah. Anyways, okay, so I was gonna talk to you guys about, and I think I might make a video. Maybe I'll even do WIP and Chat about this because it'll be Wednesday. Tuesday night, that is the one night really that I watch a TV show. I don't watch a lot of like regular TV. I mean, our TV will be on, you know, often for background noise and stuff, but it's always on like the Disney Channel, or my daughter will put on Full House or something that's just in the background. And gosh dang it, this fuzz is still like bugging me. I can't get it all up. Come on, little fuzz. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try something. I've never tried this before, but I'm gonna double. Oop, that worked. Awesome. So, there's just a tiny more. You know, when you like are picking up the fuzz and then it goes back down into the glue real quickly, like it snaps like a rubber band. Well, I figure, hey, let's try this. So I'll pick it up with my tweezers and then I'll pick it up again so that it doesn't snap back down. And it kind of worked. Okay, anyways. So I'm going to try to do kind of a reaction, talk about the show that I watch Tuesdays, which is America's Got Talent. And it is by far my favorite show to watch with my kids. My son doesn't watch it like we do, but if there's like one that's really good, we always like make him come out of his room and watch it. And my husband, the next day when he gets home from work, sometimes will like, you have to see this. And he is not easily impressed, you guys. Like, there can be something that has blown me and my daughter away, and my husband's just kind of like, yeah, cool. But anyways, so we are on week 6 of auditions. And I might maybe make another video to talk about the first 5 weeks. I don't know. I will see. I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to do with this. So we'll see. But so I watched last night. My daughter, she had not been feeling great that day. Dang it, I knew I saw a drill that I dropped on here that needed to be picked up, and now it's missing. Hate when I do that. Anyways, oh, there it is. Anyways, my daughter had gotten up or kind of early yesterday. She wasn't feeling super great, so she fell asleep. But so I watched it anyways. I finished it, and she did get through most of it. But there was some really, really good stuff. If you guys don't watch that show, you should. One of the people that I was very, very impressed with was, I don't remember their names. They were from France, and they were dancers. And they talked about how they had been, you know, kind of like professional dancers before. Like she was even like in the Olympics, she said, back like in 96 or something. Anyways, they wanted to have kids, and so they, it took them a long time. They finally had kids, and it looks like they're twins. They're about, I don't know, 18 months to 2 years, 2.5 years old. And anyway, she had decided after she had them, though, that she really had to go back to work. Like, she needed to. It was kind of her life. Well, if you guys know who Julianne Hough is, she is a dancer from, like, Dancing with the Stars. Her brother's on there. She dances with her brother a lot. She's played in some movies. She dated Ryan Seacrest, actually, for a while. Anyways, I love her. She is such a sweetheart. She's an amazing, amazing performer, dancer. She's a good actress. And she, of course, was like, she was having a cow about these dancers. I mean, I try to be a family-friendly show, or channel, but this is maybe a little risky for child or family-friendly, but seriously, you guys, she looked like she was having like an orgasm over this couple. She was going nuts. Like, she was like, it was hilarious how crazy she was going for these dancers. But I was too, like, I mean, not like she was, but I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I just couldn't believe it. They were so good. They were dancers, but they were like acrobatic dancers. And the stuff they were doing looked impossible for a human body to do. It just looked insane. It was so cool. And dangerous, not to mention that. Like, there was parts where she would be up and balancing like on his head, and then she would drop down to where her head was like 2 inches from the floor. And honestly, if he had dropped her, it could have killed her. I mean, it could have killed her. That's how like fast she was falling to the floor. They were so amazing. Everything about it. I mean, it was entertaining. It was beautiful. It was it was just everything. So if you haven't watched Bear Grylls, want to go watch the whole show, you should go and check them out. And then there was this other couple that came on, and I was very impressed. I was with their talent, but I did side with Howie about their kind of like their presentation, I think, is what kind of got me. And what they did was they had the audience draw on a little piece of paper, a picture, a simple picture that they were going to transfer to this, the other girl. So there was a husband and wife, and they were mentalists, and she was supposed to be a psychic. So he would like hold it, and then it would like transfer to her. So they take this piece of paper that was from the audience, and he holds it, you know, and he's down by the judges so that they can see she's not looking at the picture or anything. And she guesses that it's a tree, and which was correct. So obviously that is huge and a great talent. And I was very impressed. And then they have Terry, who is the host, come out and get into this like wind machine box, you know, and they put all of the pictures that the audience drew. They like pour a bunch of them in this wind machine box. So he goes in and he grabs one at random, and then he gets out and he gives it to the guy to hold, and then and the girl's like, yep, I got it. and she says, she kind of, I can't remember if she did it with her hands or she turned her, because she drew it. So she turned her paper around and she's like, it's a heart. And sure enough, it was a freaking heart. So then she goes one step further to say that it is a gal named Chelsea drew this, and in the audience. And so they're like, okay, you know, if that's right, if your name is Chelsea and you drew this heart, you know, stand up. And you could tell she was embarrassed, this girl, but she did. She stood up, and so again, super, super amazing trick. But the guy was fine. He didn't rub me the wrong way at all. Like, he was totally fine. But she was weird. I don't know. Something about her was just off. She dressed like she was from the 50s. Like she was a airline attendant from the 50s is how she kind of dressed. She had put makeup on and her face was like white. And so yeah, it was just, and the way she kind of carried herself and talked was just kind of off. I'm not sure what it was. If you watched it, and you know what I mean, comment in below, because I'm wondering if, you know, I'm the only one that's thinking this. I mean, I know I'm not the only one, because Howie actually said, like, I like the trick, you know, but something was just off for me, the presentation, and he actually said no. Which was funny, because right before they went out, the guy's like, we're gonna get 4 yeses, and you know, we're gonna go through. And she goes, no, we're gonna get 3 yeses and go through. And he goes, no, we're gonna get 4. She goes, no, we're getting 3. So Howie says no. The 2 girls, Julianne Ho and Gabrielle, I can't remember her last name, both say yes. Then it gets to Simon, and Simon is on the fence. Like, he's like, I agree with Howie, but I don't know. You're gonna have to step it up. So the guy's like, okay, can we do something else? And he's like, go ahead. So he comes over to Simon and he's like, draw or write down any, like, entertainment star from all time. Write their name down on this piece of paper. And from all time, doesn't matter. Just anyone. He goes, I got it. So he writes it down. And he gives it to the guy. Again, the guy is standing with the judges, and the girl is way up on stage. So there really is no way for her to be seeing this. And so he holds it, and she goes, I got it. And Simon's looking pretty, like, no way. And she's like, it's someone from your childhood. And Simon's like kind of getting like, whoa. And then she's like, Lassie. And he was like, yeah, okay. He's like, I knew if I questioned your guys' ability, you would do something even more amazing. And so then he shook the guy's hand and put them through. Which, yeah, I don't know how they do that kind of stuff. It's like, it's gotta be magic. I mean, I don't know how else to. Some of these things these people do, and they're just amazing at distracting you to do the things, you know, what do they call it, like sleight of hand or something like that. It just blows me away. But anyways, so they go through. So I'm glad. I'm hoping that it won't be so weird next time. I like weird. Don't get me wrong. When there's weird, different things on there, I like that. This was just off for me. I don't know. Something about it I just didn't like. But they were pretty amazing. But then the golden buzzer of the night was Julianne. She was the last one to have pushed her buzzer. And like I said, this was the 6th audition. So this kid comes out. I think he said he was 12. And he comes out and says he's gonna sing. And so they're like, okay, you know. And so he starts to sing. And I mean, I was blown away. It wasn't like one of those people like, you're so impressed with just their voice. It was everything. And the thing about it was his voice, he wasn't just a good singer, but it honestly looked like almost like he was lip syncing, singing, because he was so, it just looked like it came so incredibly easy to him. Like he wasn't fighting for air. He wasn't, you know, struggling to hit notes. It just was amazing. I can't remember his name, but I'm sure if you go on like YouTube, which you're on right now, if you go and look up Julianne's Golden Buzzer for season 14, he's gonna pop up. And you should watch it because he's amazing. He literally brought me to tears with his song. He was so good. And before I even watched them, before I even watched what the judges had to say, I like rewound it and listened to it again. And I told my daughter, I'm like, he could win the show. He really, really could. And so then she, you know, pushed her the Golden Buzzer, and Simon was like, you got a good one. And we all know, you know, Simon Cowell, he's like the king of making singers' dreams come true. And so for the fact that he was like, you know, kind of jealous that she got this really, really good singer. So yeah, he was really good. Like, I don't even know. And he was so young. And it was so cute when he finished. And they were all saying, you know, such good things about him. He was crying. And then when she hit that Golden Buzzer, he like fell to the floor and was like crying. His family came out. It was just so sweet. It was so, so sweet. And yeah, I was blown away. But yeah, you should seriously look up those acts. See what you think. If you watched the show too, you know, what did you think about you know, the dancers and the Golden Buzzer boy and the weird mentalist? I can't remember. Their names were even weird. Like, they just kind of, I don't know, it was off, but whatever. I hope that they come back and do something amazing, because I can't remember if it was last season or the season before that, with the girl, the husband and wife duo that were mentalists, and like she, I can't remember how many auditions she did this, but the first audition she was like sitting on this swing while they were doing, and she was like swinging while they were doing this act, and it was incredible. And they were like one of my favorite. They went to, I think, the semifinals, if not the finale. I can't remember. But they were incredible. Absolutely incredible. And so I really like acts like that. But there were some weird ones, for sure. Like, it wouldn't be America's Got Talent if some psycho weirdos didn't come on and act like they were amazing, and then they weren't amazing. There was even some that they really led up to make us think, like, that they were going to be really good. And, like, one guy really connected with Simon, and Simon's like, okay, you know, we've connected, so let's see what you got. And then he was horrible. I mean, he was horrible. And he said he was, one of those people who drives that big, like, convertible type bus, around to celebrity tours to show people, like, where celebrities live. And that he sings to his passengers all the time. I would not want to be on his bus, I don't think. Well, maybe I would, because it'd be funny and entertaining, but I wouldn't be saying, like, go on America's Got Talent, because you ain't that good, dude. And he dressed hilarious, though. He really did. But yeah, so anyways, I will do a normal whip and chat for you guys soon, I promise. But I think I might on the Wednesday whip and chat. And it also depends on how many whips I get from people, because there are times I have been super busy and not got them in time, so I don't have enough. And you know, so that also depends, because I don't want to make these videos so long. This one, I apologize, it's gonna be a long one, because you know, you've got the regular whips, and then you got me yakking at you forever. So yeah, but I promise I won't make these that long. I'll try to keep them around like 30 minutes or so from here on out. But let me know what your guys' opinion on this stuff is. Do you want me to make regular more whip and chats? Do you want me to do a live? What do you guys want? Because as much as this is my channel and I love to come up with things to make for you, I love to make videos, I also really want to do stuff that you guys want to see and that you're interested in. Because you guys are my subscribers. You guys are the ones that make, you know, this happen for me. And so I want to do stuff for you guys. So yeah, if you have any ideas that you think would be good, or, you know, thoughts of, you know, anything I've said, and if you also, like, if you want to try a new company, but you want me to try it first for you, just put it in the comments or message me. If you are not already a member on my Facebook group, I suggest that you do that. That is the easiest way to get in touch with me. Also, it is a great group of people that are in that Facebook group. And honestly, I've had like no problems yet with people. I think I've only had to delete maybe one post, and I think I've had the group up since February or January, something like that. Not that long, but I did have it before I started my YouTube channel, because I was kind of practicing and testing the waters a little bit and all that stuff. So anyways, I will let y'all go. I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Oh, I did promise you I would show you something first. Okay, I'm going to do that super fast. Let me cover her up real fast. Turn the light pad off. Okay, so the other ones I'm working on real quick are the eyeball. Where's the thumbnail at? Thumbnail. Come on, thumbnail. Where are you? There you are. Hello. So this is the small eyeball. I have a bigger one I'm going to do as well to do size different comparisons. This one is a 25 by 25. I've only worked on it for about a half hour, if that. But that's one of them. I just kitted this up yesterday because I wanted to do a square. I don't have any squares, so if I'm like in the mood to do a square, I'm gonna go work on this one. This is Star Roar. Isn't it beautiful? No, I'm just kidding. Let me show you the thumbnail on it so that you can know what I'm talking about. So it is a lighthouse with a pink sunset. I really like lighthouses and sunsets, of course. Who doesn't like sunsets? I go and like try to find beautiful ones every night. When I go to the field, I'm always taking pictures of the sunset because they're just so gorgeous over there. This one, I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm not a huge fan of like a lot of special drills. This one has a ton of special drills. So, and it's a partial too, which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of, but it is kind of fun to work on. I don't know how I feel about the look of it, but it is fun to work on. So it has a lot of different drills, like big teardrops and, you know, ways to make these flowers, which are really cute, and all. I just think it looks kind of gaudy, and I don't know if this is the right word, but it almost looks cheap. But anyways, I will finish it nonetheless because it is fun to work on, and I like working with the other drills. I just don't know how I feel about like the look of the finished product. And then the other one, the last one, that I'm not even sure I'm going to finish because I'm so frustrated with it. I should have got a square. I don't know. With Home Fun, I don't like rounds there. I just don't, because they have the dummy circles, and the dummy circles are black and bigger than the drill itself, so you end up with black on your canvas. behind the drill, and that bugs me to no extent. So I will show you just a tiny bit I started, and then I was like, maybe I will contact them and see about getting a square. So here's the little spot I did. As you can see, well, these got moved, but that's not their fault. That's my clip's fault and my fault. I must have positioned my clip wrong. But look in the middle here with what I did, okay? And you can see the black behind them. No matter how careful I was on the placement of the drill, you can still see the black. And if this was a darker canvas, that wouldn't be such a big deal. But the majority of the canvas is this color. Because here's the thumbnail, which I love this picture. That's what makes me so sad. I loved the picture. It reminds me of like a pencil drawing or something. It's so pretty. And it's so different than what I normally do. I love colors, and I usually buy paintings on the fact that they have a lot of colors. But I was really drawn to this one. So was my daughter. She really liked it. So I'm really disappointed about that. So I did contact them, and we will see. I'm hoping I can get it in a square, because then that wouldn't be a problem. Because I have actually, in the meantime, waiting for them to contact me back, I have been looking for the same portrait by maybe another company, and I can't find it yet. But anyways, I just noticed when I put my camera back, it kind of looks like I'm drawing her a beard. Anyways, I cracked myself up. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And even if it is crappy weather outside where you are, which it is here, make it a beautiful day and keep on shining. Bye, guys.